Hey guys, it's me, Clonchber X39 here, doing episode 3 of building Iwo Jima in LEGO. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we have a bunch to go over. Definitely a lot more progress than last week, just because the first 2 episodes of really any series, even the Battle of Moscow, which you can see up there, basically we're deciding on what we were doing and all that, and doing a lot of layout work. So it was kind of normal for those not to have a lot of content, but that has changed. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off probably this side and go down. But like I said, there's one thing I do need to talk about, and that is the accuracy of this MOC. Now, a lot of you guys may know that the Battle of Iwo Jima on Iwo Jima Island near Japan, that chain of islands, it's not actually like this color sand. It's actually black. It's like a blackish dark gray color. Now, I knew that going into this, and the reason being that I'm doing this is I'd actually made a small model of just basically like this size. It was on like a 16 by 16 base plate. I made a little model of just like a little bit of water and then like beach out of those two colors, and I really didn't like it, and it just doesn't look like a beach. Like, can you picture this whole MOC being all black and having like Sherman tanks and stuff on it? Like, I just don't see that at all. And another thing is, since all the pictures from back then are in black and white, you wouldn't even know. But I did do research, and it is true that the sand is that color. So I believe it was Silo Revio that mentioned that, and someone else, but I think it might have just been him. But I am going to be doing it in this color, tan, dark tan, brown. There will be some dark bluish gray and black spots. So basically, it's kind of my own spin on it, because I think most people can agree that it's not good. It wouldn't look good all black. So I'm going to get off that topic because I've been talking for a while about that. So like I said, accurately it should be black, but realistically it doesn't look that good. So we're going to stick with the original tan and dark tan, which I think is turning out great. So let's get right into that. So as you can see, last week's episode, we left off about here, I believe it was. So that's here to there. So that's about 1/3 of the, I don't know what we'd call this, I guess just the beginning of the beach, from where it goes water to wet sand to, getting drier sand. So I basically did this big chunk here. Now, I did not get all the way over here because I did kind of want to step back and, like I said, space it out. I do like how this was more than this, so I might end up changing that. So that's why I wanted to take a break and visit it at a later date. And, we have plenty of time to finish all this, so there's nothing to worry about there. But, show you guys. As you can see, it is looking great. Like I said, having the dark tan representing wet sand coming up. And actually what I did was, I elevated all these plates. Let's go, can I scoot around here? Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see that before I just had the plates laying down like this, just to give me an idea. I actually went in, there you can see, and elevated all of them. Now, it's really tricky because they're 1 brick and 2 plates, so I had to stack a bunch of 1x2 plates, like all of these, and a bunch of little stacks of 2, and space that up, so you should be able to see it time-lapse now. Okay, so that time-lapse was me taking a bunch of these, stacking them up in stacks of 2 and using them. And then I took all of this down. I made one whole row of these plates because the distance from here to here changes a lot, because I wanted to make it, look accurate and not I didn't want just a straight line beach, because that's obviously not accurate. So I wanted some waves to it. And without these 4 studs worth of plates, I'd have to really build it back. So what I did was I took I basically filled in a bunch of that gap. So cue the time lapse now. Alright, so you just saw me basically taking those stacks of 1x2s and 2x4s and basically just elevating all these plates, which worked out really well. So building this beach will be really easy coming on. Also, back here, like I said, I did start elevating all these plates, but I wanted to show you guys what I was doing. is I was basically taking 2x4s and 2x4 plates instead of the 1x2s. I learned later on that 1, I'm running out of these, and 2, I have a lot of 2x4s, not 4x4s. And I basically made this S pattern. I can show you. This way it has pretty much all stud contact except for this amount, but that doesn't really matter. So you can go in and just simply take those and place them on. And you know, they don't have like a weak spot where you can press in and it bends. Sometimes if you don't do it right, they flex like that. That's what you don't want. So you can go in, fix them all up like this. See, that one's gonna be tight. But you guys get what I mean. So there we go. We just did part of the mock there. And it's actually really sturdy. I'm trying to make it as sturdy as possible. This is actually surprisingly sturdy because it's almost solid. So that's cool. Let's see. I've used a good amount of these 1x2s. As you can see, there's a comparison. Probably about half that bag so far. So we're definitely getting down to it. Moving over here, I'd made a whole wall, 3 bricks high, all the way along the back. Now, I just decided to use random colored bricks because, you know, you're not really going to see it at all. And I don't know if I'm going to be bringing this to convention, but I might, because I might be able to bring it to Bricks Cascade like I did the Battle of Moscow. Then back here, I used these 2x4s because I didn't really think about it. I thought if I do any shots from the end, I'd rather have just dark gray versus random colors. So I did this old style, clone-based style. Let's see, who recommended this? It was Timmy, I believe it was. Yeah, not Timmy. Yeah, Timmy, I think. Someone. You emailed me a while ago about BrickCon, if you could stop by and help me with the mock. But yeah, so I did all this down the line, so that's good. Still can't use these slopes because I don't have enough plates, or I haven't plated all this yet. Alright, moving on down here, this is actually something really cool. It's a rig to set my iPhone on, and I can have the camera point down and shoot time lapses. So I'll show you one of those here in a second, but basically here is the start of that like underground, not trench, but I guess you could call it just a crawl space. But basically, if you look back at our drawing, we have these bunkers here. And that's right on the edge. So I thought, what if we did, if there's going to be like a bunker right here and over here, let's have this one be able to like access that bunker. So once we build, once we build all of the plates up, there will be a bunker pretty much right on top of this. And the reason I used random color bricks there is because if you look down here, let me move this figure. If you look down there, you can't see them from the angles because that corner blocks it. That corner blocks it, so that's perfect. So basically I used the old technique I used for Battle of Moscow, the road. Just made it kind of speckled, different colors. Here's my little test to see if a minifigure could actually fit under it, because this is where a plate's going to be. This is all going to be plated over. So indeed he can fit there. I'm actually going to go down after this video is uploaded and start playing with lighting around this and see if I can get the like flickering lights and whatnot. And I still got to do this little stretch, so it's a little crawl space. This will probably come up under like a grassy area or something, and a little hidden space. So got to build that up a little bit more. And once we get there, we can basically plate it over. And I'm still deciding if I want to maybe do another one over there. But other than that, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this episode of the Battle of Iwo Jima and Lego. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of the new trend system. What do you think of the time lapses I'm doing? What do you think of the overall mock? Any thoughts, opinions, questions? Leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to get back to you. So once again, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.